Imagine living in the United States without proper legal documents, constantly fearing that immigration agents could show up at any moment and arrest you. Every trip outside feels risky, and even going to work or buying groceries can make you really anxious. But what if there was a safe place, like a Gurdwara, a Hindu temple, or a church, where ICE could not touch you? Well, a recent court ruling has brought a ray of hope to many undocumented immigrants in the United States, including thousands of Indians who are living without any legal status. This ruling has specifically protected some religious places from immigration raid, offering a temporary sense of security to those who rely on these type of places for shelter, food, and community support. Let me tell you what exactly is happening. A federal judge in Maryland recently ruled that ICE cannot arrest illegal immigrants inside some religious places, including Sikh Gurdwara, Quaker churches, and Baptist congregations. Now, this decision is a big relief for many people who fear being detained and deported. This ruling came just after several religious groups sued the Trump administration, arguing that ICE raid inside places of worship violate their religious freedom. Many faith traditions emphasize helping those in need, regardless of their legal status, and plaintiffs in the case argued that the government's actions were interfering with their fundamental right to provide refuge. In fact, a lawyer representing the religious group told the court that the undocumented immigrants have stopped coming to churches and temples just because they fear being arrested, which is harming religious sentiments that exist to offer help and support. For many Indians without legal status, Gurdwaras and Hindu temples have long been places of refuge. These religious centers provide free meals, temporary housing, and even legal assistance. Many Sikh Gurdwaras in the United States serve langars, a community meal that is available to everybody regardless of their immigration status or any financial situation. In the meantime, Hindu temples also provide free prasad and often organize charity programs to help struggling migrants. Additionally, these religious centers often have strong community network that can help undocumented individuals find legal support, work opportunity, and other resources as well to help them survive in the country, where they have really few rights. With this new court ruling, some undocumented Indians can now feel a little safer in these spaces, knowing that ICE cannot bargain and arrest them while they seek refuge. However, let me tell you, the US government is not at all happy with this ruling. The Trump administration argues that there is no evidence that ICE is specifically targeting religious places for arrests. Officials also claim that this ruling only applies to a handful of religious organizations and do not mean that ICE is restricted from making arrests elsewhere. The government believes that tough immigration policy is very important to control illegal entry, and that allowing religious places to become a safe space could actually undermine law enforcement effort. But the immigration rights groups argue that these policies are only meant to create fear and force undocumented individuals into hiding, making it harder for them to seek help when they need it the most. Despite this temporary victory, the battle over immigration enforcement and religious places is far from over. Right now, the judge's ruling only protects a few specific religious groups, but it could set a precedent for more places of worship to seek similar legal protection. Many Indian community leaders are urging more Sikh Gurdwaras, Hindu temples, and mosques to apply for the same protection under religious freedom law. Now, if more religious institutions with similar court cases are there, undocumented individuals may have more safe spaces where they can seek help without the fear of immediate arrest. Now, for undocumented Indians in the US, this ruling is a stark reminder that they are not alone. Many religious and community organizations are fighting to protect them and provide support. However, it is very important to understand that they are not all temples and all Gurdwaras are protecting, and this is only under specific one. The ICE agents can still arrest people outside these places. More legal battles are expected in the near future, and the government may try to overturn this decision. For those at risk of deportation, it is very important to stay informed about new legal changes. Reach out to supportive community organizations and seek legal guidance if necessary. The fight for immigrant rights continues. But for now, some undocumented Indians in the US have found a little more safety inside their places of worship.